Okay, so now we're taking this shot. Now, please drop your weapon. And we're going to adapt this shot into it. So, what's the shot? This is shot number 64. So we're going to take number 62 here. File. Save as. 0064. And it looks like we already have a 0064. So let's just make sure I didn't already do this. Oh. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. And that's his mouth. So, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to really cheat here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to copy this layer. I'm just assuming that I got the lip sync more or less right. I don't know if I did, but let's give it a crack. Okay, we'll paste that layer in there. Cover up his other mouth. Okay. And then what we'll do is we will add, and by the way, right now while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to kill this, and I'm going to immediately file, save this as 0064. I'm overwriting it. Goodbye. And hopefully I got away with this because I copied in the lip sync information, which is really the only relevant thing that I needed to copy over. So now we need a transform mask to take this whole layer and just move it in position, and Krita crashed. So not a big surprise, not a big shock there. I kind of thought that might happen. That's why I'm being really careful to save my work frequently. What I've been finding is Krita has a proclivity to crash when you are pasting layers around, especially if you turn around and add transform masks, which obviously I just did. So let's just see. Again, we're just going to see if we can get away with this. Let's add the transform mask, and then let's save it. Alright. Okay, so now if we look at this layer just to see if okay, yeah, I mean, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We're going to find out. Okay. Save early, save often. I'm going to hit the animate tool, and now it seems to want to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this over to here, where I think it ought to be. If I have to go in and massage some of the mouth shapes to erase, because obviously we're sort of covering up his goatee here. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to save again. And if this is kind of okay, that's interesting. Okay, I see what just happened. Sorry about that. I'm going to hit Z a few times. Okay, what happened was I moved. I used the animate tool, or the free transform tool, I should say, on the individual image. I did not use it with the transform mask. So this is where Krita's probably going to blow up again. Boom. Oh, it didn't. Okay. So now in this case, I'm just going to get it right there. Hit enter. Save my work, because that should have done the trick. Yeah. So we're going to have to make another change downstream here. I wonder, yeah, what we have to do, this literally might not be worth even trying to do, if the truth be known. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the transform mask and try to shrink his mouth down a little bit, just to see if we can make it work better. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Now, the problem is, let me see if the lip sync works. The actual line of, now, please drop your weapon. Is that what he's saying? No. Please drop your weapon. Okay, that's fine. So, with that, I want to get rid of these keys. These are not actually being very helpful for this shot. So that's that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the mouth. Okay, that's interesting. Ah, and Krita just blew up again. Fortunately, I'm saving my work frequently. So I would say I pretty much haven't lost any work. So well, I mean, that's Krita. Krita is replete with features that are really neat, but blow up a lot. Okay, it just is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to take that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this layer. What that does is effectively bake the transform mask into the layer. I'm going to save that again. And now we also have this. If we wanted to redo the lip sync, we could. Okay. The problem with this one is that it's got the flesh tone baked into it, which is kind of dumb. So maybe we can go ahead and fix that a bit. So I'm going to go back here and hello. I think we'll use this brush. Bring it up a little bit. Then what I want to do is just go through here and keep it from bleeding over into our goatee. Okay, it looks like that probably did the trick. We don't really need all this either. Perhaps it was needed in the shot that we stole it from, but it's not needed here. So now this is actual size. Now this is probably going to be pretty close to right. Now, please drop your weapon. Okay, yeah. Little tweaks here. So let's go through and modify it even a little bit more. Not sure that's the greatest lip sync I've ever seen, but it will do. I think this is the your sound. I'm guessing next is P. Yep. Weapon. Okay, so now I'm going through and actually cleaning up some frames that I think are going to wind up getting deleted anyway. Let me see here. Oh, he says, I have no wish to see you harmed. Okay, okay. So we got a little more. File, save. So it's probably best that we go through and finish cleaning this up, because I suspect this lip sync is what we need. Whoopsie poo. Didn't mean to do that. Just hit the wrong key there. Yeah, so I think this is actually going to look pretty good. What is this? Harmed? This is probably the word harmed. No, I don't know. Let's see. Now, please drop your weapon. I have no wish to see you harmed. Okay, okay, that'll work. What I think I want to do, however, let's see here. Okay, we've got all these frames of Mr. Big, and what I want to do is I want to go, let me think about this for a minute. Okay, in the folder, keyframes are going to pass through. So what that means is I should be able to well, I'll just do it since I can't talk and act at the same time. What I really think is when he says, I have no wish to, okay, he says, I have no wish to see you harmed. Right around here, okay, I want to grab Mr. Big, and I'm going to save my work because this is one of those situations that potentially is going to be a deal buster. Potentially going to cause a crash, but what I want to do is go like this. Okay, hit that, and I hope what it did, it looks like it did. It looks like it put keyframes through all the constituent. Yeah, see, I like that. That's subtle. That's sweet. Look at that. Okay, so now, please drop your weapon. I have no wish to see you harmed. Okay, so I wanted him to have a little bit of a threatening look there at the end. Right. Okay, so the only thing I'm really objecting to here would be, I think, that the mouth should be slightly transparent. So it kind of sits in the mix better with the rest of it. I think that would be good. And, golly, it's actually tempting. Yeah, it's tempting to put a slight filter mask or something. I think what I'm going to do is save the work, and then I'm going to go through here and sort of massage these. Okay, what I need to do is turn the filters off, because otherwise when I sample colors, I'm actually not going to get the correct colors. So what I want to do is sample that, and we should turn the opacity back up, by the way. So just for the purposes of what I'm doing right now. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I did not mean to do that. File, save. I'm just saving super frequently here. Okay, so let's go ahead and call this mouth. This mouth layer can be deleted. Again, save early, save often. Better safe than sorry. Okay. And now, oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm glad I did this. This mouth shape is pretty lame, I think. So let's just redo it. Okay, that feels a little strong. I think that what might be going on here is, I'm going to save my work. I think that Krita has lost, yep, Krita has lost pressure sensitivity. Okay, well, I can still move forward. I'm just going to set it to the right size for now that I need. Okay, that works. Now. Okay, and frankly, I think that key should just be repeated. It says now. Okay, we need to cache it. Here we need a key. Okay, do we need this? Yeah, I guess we do. Let's go ahead and sample this. Just put that in there a little bit. Alright. B, slight erase right there. Okay. Okay, same thing here. Just want to make this a little nicer. Alright. Again, I'm being completely anal here to okay, what I'm going to do is go here, and then here I'm going to insert a key, and this one's going to be Control Z, sample that color, just so I can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to turn on the onion skinning, and then what I want to do here is actually put some teeth in there. So what I'll do is go to behind mode and solo the layer. So boom, boom. That should work. And let me see. That might not be the most prudent thing. Probably, since it's all going to be in shadow after all anyway, might be better to go ahead and make the teeth white, because they're going to get darker here in a little bit. So now unsolo the layer. Okay. Let's grab this color. By the way, let's correct our kind of lame shadowing here. Okay, so here we're going to just go like that. Alright. Okay, File, Save All. Alright, so now here we've got a key that we actually don't need, and these four, yeah, that's fine. Okay, rewind. Now, please drop your weapon. I have no wish to see you harmed. Okay. I think that's it, folks. Save that. Stop it moving. Let's turn the color correction back on. And there we go. There's our shot. File. What we're going to do is render the animation as a video. And this is going to be shot number 64, which is going to go in the render conversions folder there, so we can convert it to an MJPEG. Did I say MJPEG? Yes, motion JPEG. That's correct. That's what we're gonna do. So now let's go back here to the render conversions folder, quick conversion, bloop 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 bloop. And now when we drag this into the regular render folder, let's go to shot number 64. Getting there. Getting there. 50s, 60s, there it is. Okay, so now are we in the right position here? We really need to be about there, I would say. Drag that guy in. And now we've got the continuity, but of course Blender is a little goofy. So what we actually have to do is reopen the shot. And now it's sort of like refreshed. And okay, so now we can look at how things are progressing. Then we got that shot. Missed now. Okay. Those guys, that probably should be redone as well. Please drop your weapon. I have no wish to see you harmed. Okay, fine. That shot goes to there. And then Akari looks back and forth. This is another shot from way back when in Open Tunes. I mean, I hope you guys agree that the difference between this and this is kind of striking. I think we're in much better place with these updates. Ah, I forgot something though. I forgot something. Save this. Reload the startup file. Let's go back to Krita. Yes, I forgot to make his mouth partially opaque, or transparent, I should say. Probably just about there. Alright. File. Save. Oops. Control render isn't. I need to make that a hotkey, actually. That would probably be well advised. Okay. Same thing again. And we go to the conversions folder and simply overwrite the other one. Yep, we want to replace it. Then we come back to Blender and reopen the video edit. Now you can see his mouth has a little bit of transparency to it. So between the color correction and the transparency, as you can see right here, his teeth are clocking in at about the color they really need to be. So okay, so that's it. It's a fairly simple shot. This right here for me is a really good example of where Krita's free transform tool liquify gives you a similar benefit to what you get from, you know, things like the Open Tunes plastic tool. As long as you don't go too far with it. If you do too much, it starts to each subsequent keyframe will start to soften. If you do a modified version of a modified frame and then you modify that, it just keeps getting softer. But anyway, so the next shot will probably be this one, unless, let's go back here a little bit. See, this shot bugs me too, because this shot actually looks pretty good, even though it's a little cheese ball. The problem I have is, I don't know about Ninja 1's. Yeah, I don't know. That one's close. That one is definitely close. So one thing we might want to consider doing too, is taking this shot and redoing it so that these guys land like that before it cuts to this shot, as opposed to what we have here. They're still in motion, which is a little bit of a distraction when it switches to this shot and they're not moving. So, you know, another thing you could do is go into this shot and have like, 2 or 3 keyframes of these guys sort of settling down into position. That would certainly be the easier solution. But with that, I will say that we are done with this shot for today. And of course, there will be more later.